Listen, SB with the truth, it might pierce your mind. And JP hit you with reality on the time. The way to keep it all the way 100, it should be a crime. Sports, news, politics, on the show you will find. Conversation grown, opinions they're not alone. Savannah be the home, they coming straight for your dome. It is what it is, gonna be what it's gonna be. You are rocking with the Sean Brown Show with JP.
That's right, from the East Coast to the West Coast. This is the Sean Brown Show on WQTS from North Dakota down to South Texas. We're live in beautiful sunny Savannah, Georgia. Sean Brown here, JP in the building. It is Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope you guys are ready for a good show. We got lots coming on. We got a special guest coming in just a few minutes. Yusha Thomas from YushaThomas.com will be in the building. Yusha Thomas, social media viral sensation, millions and millions of YouTube subscribers and views. Going to be in studio with us again today. So caller line will be open, 984-444-9787. We're live on WQTS digital broadcast out of Raleigh, and from Raleigh to Savannah, all over the world. We are live on the TuneIn app, Facebook Live, YouTube, speakingthemic.com. So many other facets to reach us. WQTS Radio. It's Friday, man. What's going on, JP?
Ain't nothing, man. Chilling. It's another day. Interesting day for me today. I'm going to keep my rants to myself, I think, maybe. I don't know.
Uh-oh, JP might have a special Speak in the Box or a special Stop the Bus.
Speak in the Box? Really?
That's what you might have a special Stop the Bus segment today. You never know, but it's going to be a great show today. We're going to talk about what Yusha has going on in his career, his latest accomplishments, the most recent sketches he's done, and some other things, and what the future holds for the Yusha Thomas brand. But first, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I'm rocking my Savannah State athletics gear, the shorts, shoes, the shirt, because the Savannah State Tigers last night clinched the MEAC co-championship title. They split the title with Hampton University and Bethune-Cookman University, as they will be the number 3 seed, in the NCAA MEAC tournament starting this Monday in Norfolk, Virginia at the Scope Arena. It's going to be a great time. The Tigers are very excited. They even got some love from one Shannon Sharp.
He's an alumni.
Alumni of Savannah State. That is correct. But the Tigers played a great game. They defeated South Carolina State yesterday by 13 to clinch. And it's been a long time coming. They had a lot of doubters over the season, including one sitting next to me for a while until he became a believer. And I was on Twitter yesterday, and I said, boy, I'm going to rub this in JP's face for the entire show tomorrow. I'm going to show out. JP also wearing a Duke shirt, by the way. Duke was upset by Virginia Tech earlier this week. So it's a great week for me on the show as my Hokies and my Savannah State Tigers are getting it done on the hardwood. You guys are going to want to get in here because Yusha Thomas is going to be here in a little bit. But this is wonderful, man. I'm enjoying today. It's a championship trophy feel. I'm just in a great mood, man.
Every squirrel catches a nut every now and then, brother.
Hey, we caught a big nut. The nut's called a championship trophy. It's a ring season, sir. The MEAC tournament does start next week, though, Norfolk, Virginia. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. And every game will be viewable on ESPN3. So if you have the Watch ESPN app, you're going to be able to get in there and watch all of the games live from Norfolk, Virginia. You don't have to travel there, but you definitely want to get out and support what we've got going on because big things happening. I'm planning to go see Black Panther today, by the way, JP.
Please hurry up and do that.
I was going to say it yesterday, but I want to take my wife to see the movie when I go. And the show times weren't exactly conducive to what she's trying to accomplish as far as her academic career. I wanted her to be able to get some rest because she had to work early today, and I needed her to be to work on time.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So look at you being considerate.
J.R. Smith was banned, or not banned. He was suspended for one game last night and missed the Cleveland Cavaliers' loss to the Philadelphia 76ers, also known as the LeBron Joel Embiid show. He was suspended one game for throwing soup on assistant coach Damon Jones. He threw hot soup on Coach Damon Jones. Damon Jones, famous for his years with LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, and spent with the Miami Heat as well. I wonder, did Damon Jokes use the Coming to America joke about the soup and just didn't go over well? Or
where's the spoon?
I mean, taste the soup. But it's an interesting situation going on in Cleveland.
That's pretty darn funny.
The rumors are out there right now that LeBron is searching for schools for his kids in Philly. As we all know, summer 2018 is summer of LeBron. So everybody's going to be looking to see whether he stays in Cleveland or takes his talents not to South Beach, but somewhere else. It's interesting. What do you think, JP?
Anywhere he goes, it's going to improve the team. But where he goes has got to make sense. Don't go to Houston. Don't go to San Antonio. Don't go. You could go back to Miami, maybe.
What about
and
LA?
join Wade.
I think Wade might be gone after this season, to be honest.
Wade needs to hang it up. Like I said Wednesday, he needs to just go ahead and
This
call
is
it
every
a
time
career.
tour.
Call it a career and be done with it. Great career, Hall of Famer. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really getting kind of tired of LeBron, honestly.
Okay.
That's all we've heard for like the last 15 years is LeBron.
Rightfully so.
LeBron.
I think he's earned that respect to have that that kind of coverage. He is the best player in the world right now. Which I mean, time
99%.
Father Time does always rear its head eventually, but currently he is the best player in the league.
99%.
Okay, if you say so. But
99%.
Ben Adams said it best. Summer 2018 is going to be the new decision. Point blank simple for LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, hello.
So we're looking forward to that, and we're looking forward to what happens. Once again, J.R. Smith was banned for throwing soup. The Cavaliers did take a loss yesterday to the Philadelphia 76ers. However, Steph Curry, what's going on, big fellas? Come on in. Steph Curry was fined for the hotel, destroyed a hotel room with a golf club, practicing his golf swing.
There
y'all
he
come on
is.
in the building. Yusha Thomas
There
in the
he
building.
is.
My boy Will, come on in, y'all, man. Come on and have a seat. Have some fun.
There he is.
Oh yeah, go ahead. We got a few setups for you. JP,
Big
cover here
swole
so I can,
on the shoulder.
I can get JP get Yusha set up on the air. JP, cover a few basketball tips for me, please. Appreciate you.
Bro. Okay. I seeing that we're in the middle of a transition here. Excuse me? What was that? That's when my team loses? I don't think so, dude. Five-time national champions. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, big things happening. Yusha's getting ready. I just played his theme song as he walked into the as he walks into the room. So we're doing a little transition right now. Big things popping. Shirt on fleek, brother.
Man, listen, man. I'm always I stay ready.
Listen, shirt on fleek, bro.
So we got Yusha Thomas in the building from YushaThomas.com. Let's get that mic turned on here, brother. Appreciate it. There you go. Good to go.
And his name is John.
He's in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
I swear every time we see Yusha, he gets bigger and bigger. I'm starting to feel real small right now. Oh, no, JP's here, so I'm okay.
Boy, shut your face, man.
Your mic is on. Yep, you're good to go. Your mic is on. You're live. JP just got John Cena's theme music playing for
Man, this
some
man
reason.
is big, boy. This man, listen. Oh, flex out.
You know, this is my arm that I had surgery.
Yeah,
So I
man.
get that back, man.
Man, he's
Listen.
doing big things, man. Doing big things. Man, you've been going viral still. Steadily rolling, man.
Right.
Steadily rolling. Just released a new character. Got to talk about it, man. You got to tell everybody about the new character, bro, because it's hilarious.
Cletus Jenkins, man.
Yes.
He's I ain't got no sense, man. Cletus Jenkins is a slave in the 1800s, man. I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna do with him. I'm probably gonna do strictly parodies of songs. And kind of, have him played out in the 1800s and have a whole different spin on that type.
So this is parodies of songs like we can hear on the radio right now.
Yeah.
Right. I was just talking to Will about a parody I want to do with God's Plan. You know what I mean? With that character.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's gonna get offensive real quick. But I live for the offensiveness, man. But I was gonna do that, where I walk up to like a plantation and you know how Drake walked up to the store,
Yeah.
everything you want for free. I was gonna do that and then start the video. It was gonna be good, man, but I gotta definitely think it out. And I just thought of that about an hour and a half ago. But it doesn't take anything for me to do a skit.
Yeah,
10
man.
minutes of thinking, put the camera in front of me, let's roll, and that's it. That's a video.
So is he any relation to Bernice Jenkins from Ricky Smiley Morning Show?
No, who's that?
Oh, you don't know who Bernice Jenkins
No, I
is?
don't.
Bernice ain't died yet?
Stop it.
Is the old like
He's an
Old lady,
like
old church announcements lady.
Looks like Steve Harvey has his, what's her name?
Sister Odell.
Sister Odell. Yeah, Ricky Smiley has
I
the
think
same
I know
thing.
who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Good morning. Good
Yeah,
morning.
right.
Good
I
morning.
Right. I heard of it a couple times. Well, him. It's Steve. It is.
Ricky Smiley.
Yeah, Ricky Smiley has her. But I tell you, man, the Black Panther video y'all did.
Word, man.
I don't know who was funnier, you or Will, because Will's expressions were absolutely hilarious.
Right.
Hilarious.
It was funny, man. It was funny.
Hilarious.
Did you see the video, JP?
I'm about to get him on Instagram because I've been watching on YouTube the whole time. So I might need to follow him on Instagram.
The Black Panther video was funny, man. If y'all haven't seen it, they go to the theater, and it's filmed here in Savannah. So I don't know if Savannah's going to take film rights for that, but
They probably will.
it's filmed in Savannah. They get to the theater, and they're completely Coming to America out. This was before anybody showed up to the Black Panther film in Coming to America. So I was like, okay, everybody's biting off of that. But it's absolutely hilarious. The rose petals, everything, the whole nine, top to bottom.
Right. Listen, man. I said if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember going to the fabric store at Hobby Lobby. I went to Hobby Lobby in the fabric department. I was like, you know what? I told the lady I was here for some, something that looked dashiki-ish. You know what I mean? And some fur, so I can do this thing. And she helped me out, and we got it. We cut it. We sewed it. We clipped it, glued it. And everybody had their costumes. We're like, yo, we're going to do this right. And we probably took about an hour and a half, 2 hours to record and back at the movie theater. And I think I released it that same day.
It was hilarious.
Thank you, man.
Did you have to get clearance from the theater or just pop up?
I just popped.
Just
up,
do it.
Man. Yeah, I just popped.
That's
It
how
wasn't
you
nobody.
do it. Look at this man. This man is.
No, I think the theater. It looked abandoned to me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's practically.
Oh yeah.
Depending on which one. Wait, that was Carmike, so that's AMC now. So
Right,
yeah,
it's
they
AMC,
probably weren't
yeah.
even open yet.
Exactly.
That,
It wasn't open when we pulled up, man.
They done changed owners so many times. You think they were slaves?
Right.
But
The crazy part about it is they have a movie theater like right next door.
yeah, it's.
Well, how does
weird.
that work?
It's real weird. Well, it used to be back in the day where one theater had, the other theater wouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's changed now. There's competition now, which is really, really weird. But and like I said, one was Carmike, then it became something else, and then now it's AMC. So it's the other one is just the hood
We
one.
just pretty much pulled up and deboed it, man.
I mean, it worked. It worked.
I mean, we gave them some free promotion, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you had people
There
in the
you go.
background, and everything like they were extras.
I know what I said. Yeah.
Couldn't even tell. It worked out.
It was
Absolutely.
dope, but it definitely went. I think we got 2.7 million on Facebook.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was huge.
I couldn't upload it on YouTube. It wouldn't allow me because I had copyrighted music in it. So
Okay.
yeah, but I was pissed. I was like, oh man.
Huh.
Instagram it did numbers too. I think a couple major pages shared it, but not major pages, but a couple like 30,000, 40,000 follower pages. Not like the Shade Room or World Star or anything like that. That's what I'm waiting on, man.
It's
I
coming,
need
man.
that. World Star shared one of my my memes, and they didn't tag me in it. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't put my watermark on it, nothing, man.
Oh,
It was a picture of me,
man.
and I had snow on my face.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good
pissed,
one.
man.
I got to be in a skit. I don't know if JP saw it.
Oh yeah, with your pinky church suit on.
I didn't even realize the skit had been released until I started getting tags. They were like, "Hey, you I saw you in the video."
Man, that went crazy too.
Yeah, that one was huge.
I wasn't expecting that to go crazy though. That's why I really released it. I thought I was like, I'm just throw this out. Next thing you know, I think it was at 3-4 million now.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
huge.
I wasn't impressed with the what do you call it? I really didn't know what I was going to do as far as because I had everybody say their thing, and I was going to do the old school drill sergeant backbone thing. Then I was like, you know what? Let's switch it and do AIT versus AIT drill sergeant versus millennials and stuff like that. So the first idea I had with you guys, I completely did a 180 on it. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, I don't know how I'm going to approach this. And I was like, I need to put this video out. And I remember looking at it. I was like, this probably ain't going to do numbers. Next thing you know,
Huge.
it went like 1 million views in like 24 hours.
It made me regret.
Wow.
It made me regret not bringing a change of clothes to the shoot.
Oh, man.
Because
Oh,
I
yeah,
look
that
like
trick.
pimp back slack.
He was
That's
fresh
like
off
that,
his
you know.
trial
Like a
sermon,
deacon,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen. He was taking up offering, wasn't he?
Deacon
Ah.
Charles.
Can we have lady? Can we play in the ladies' barracks? It was fun though. It was fun. I saw a story recently that you put up, and you were talking about how folks used to clown back in the day when you were still active duty, and they were clown because you had a sewing kit in the barracks. Everybody else was drinking and partying, and you had a sewing kit, and you were making clothes.
Right.
I had never heard that before.
Right. Well, I was always into fashion. I used to. Before I joined the Army, I was going to go to the Art Institute of Philadelphia.
Okay.
But, me and my mom had it. Me and her was going back and forth, so I needed to get out the house. One of the quickest way to get out the house is join the military. So
True.
I got out, and I remember during that transition, I'm like, yo, am I really doing the right thing? Because I really want to do this fashion thing. I really want to do fashion design and things like that. And like even before I joined the Army, I used to make clothes for like my girlfriend. I made her like this birthday like dress. You know what I mean? I used to design clothes for like probably 12 to 15 people in my senior class, their prom dresses. And when I got to AIT in Fort Huachuca, we weren't allowed to have electronics.
Oh, I remember.
Right.
Before we got you. Oh, I know.
Right. So you had to phase up in order to get electronics. And when I first got there, I didn't have. I think I was phase 4 or something like that. So I was like, no electronics. I mean, no like speakers and stuff like that. That's what I mean, like CD players. So I was like, I'll get a sewing machine. And they allowed me to have a sewing machine. I had to get authorization at the time. They had drill sergeants at AIT. Had to get authorization. Sewing machine? You can have a sewing machine. Who has fun with sewing machine? I'm like, all right. But I remember, and people start finding out, and he's like, you're too big and black to have a sewing machine, man. That look real suspect. I'm like, but I like to sew, and this is like, fashion to me. Well, it's kind of suspect, bro. And they used to always clown me and stuff. And next thing you know, I start making money from them because at the time, when people had patches all over their clothes, they would go to the military clothing store. They would get a bunch of patches, and I'll sew them on for them, like $5 a patch. And I start making money. Then I start making actual clothes, and I used to sell my jackets for like $60, $70 custom made.
So you were putting the Korean folks out of business in Arizona.
Yeah, that especially if you couldn't make it off base, because majority of the Korean people was like literally off base. Yeah. And in AIT, you had to phase up in order to move off base or to go off base. So I was killing. I was making a killing.
Yeah. See, JP, what we're talking about at most military bases, there's always like 1 or 4 shops that have Asian or Oriental people working in there, and they sew on all the patches that go on uniforms.
Right.
So for folks that don't know that are out there that are watching and don't understand what we're talking about, this costs like $5 to $7 per patch.
Right.
And unless you're in the big red one, or Cav,
that big ass patch,
you're paying like $15, $20 to get that patch sewed on.
Right.
So they were making a killing. So yeah, that's a good hustle.
Man, that was a good hustle, man. It's just that I actually stopped doing it because I was a kid too. I was like 18.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people was messing with me. It kind of got to me a little bit. So I was like, all right, let me put this aside. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like a peer pressure thing. You know what I mean? But I stopped that whole thing for like years, man. And I finally got back into it years later. But now I'm in the industry now. So
doing big things, man.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, man, I don't know what I was thinking. If I would have continued on that path, I don't know where I would have been right now as far as the fashion industry.
I mean, the success for the fashion side, man. I know we got some new shirts that we're going to be able to show here on the screen here in a second. And plus, you're wearing the new one as well.
Right.
I can't fit. I can't.
It's extra large, man.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's JP size.
Wait a minute.
What the hell was that?
It just fit a little different, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, the clothing line is just taking off, man. And I remember there are comparable. Yeah, that's a word. There are comparable lines that started the same way. Look at like 9 Line, people like that.
Right.
And they've taken off. Like I saw a picture this morning
Billboard?
of the Undertaker wearing a 9 Line shirt.
Are you serious?
I said, imagine if you should get to this point.
Man, listen, man. It's all you got to start from somewhere, and like 9 Line and Grunt Style, they're all like prior service guys, and their selling point is is different from mine. They have that patriotism. They harp on like patriotism.
Yeah.
So every single shirt has an American flag on the right shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I'm more of a there's other people in the Army or in the military, because military is my base, but there's fashion forward people. You know what I mean? Every shirt doesn't have to cater to people that wants American flags on their shirts. So I'm like, I want to be more like like a lifestyle apparel. You know what I mean? Like Nike or something like that.
Yeah.
Like my logo would be good enough on anything. You know what I mean? I don't have to put something on a shirt to influence people to buy it.
So we got to pitch your shirts to like a WWE superstar, because I know we've always talked about it. Every time you come on, we talk about WWE. We got to get a superstar to wear your shirts.
Man, if I get the Rock to wear as a rat, I'm a millionaire in 2 days.
Real talk.
That's me.
Facts,
You're right.
Man.
Facts.
You're right. I mean, I was on the website the other day, and it's like every 10 seconds, I think somebody's buying a shirt. So it's booming. And now you got the St. Patty's Day line out.
Oh yeah, I just put that out. Last year we didn't do it. I was like, I'm in Savannah. I heard Savannah is like probably one of the biggest cities that
Second biggest in the country besides Boston.
Yes.
Right.
Massachusetts.
Yes.
right. And they were like, you need to
insane.
stay down here for that. I was actually thinking about getting a booth down here during that time, but we'll see.
It might not be too late. It
If
might
you got
not,
some
it,
connect,
it might not be too late.
But seeing it's like 2 weeks out, it's probably too late.
I mean, you just pop up.
Yeah, you could just pop up.
It's,
you
I
could
mean,
just
it's gonna
pop
be
up.
millions
Yeah,
of people
you
here.
yeah.
You could just pop up and like have a shirt on, have the shirts with you.
Yeah,
They
backpack.
can't stop you from walking the street
Right.
with your shirts. and
Well, you
stuff,
got the
but-
shirt on? You got one of the shirts on? Let's show the people one of the shirts, man. We're gonna do a not a fashion show. We're gonna let y'all see the product because it's the line. This product line is.
See,
is
this
your
shirt
first
is
St.
more.
Patty's Day?
This shirt is more my
Down here?
size.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I usually do it in New York. New York is crazy too, but
Oh yeah. But
New
see
York
down
is
here, and this is the one of the St. Patrick's Day line shirts, folks. Let me see your.
That shirt is more my size. Thank you very much.
I think that's a
Think
medium, man.
that looks. That's a medium.
That's
I'll take that back. I'll take that back immediately.
Right.
so you guys have 4 shirts in the green line, correct?
Yes.
And it's variable shirts. The price is great.
Right.
You guys gotta go support, man. Go support. Get you a shirt. That way, no one can pinch you because you're not wearing your green. I know most folks say I dare somebody to pinch me.
They want to start some stuff.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Pinch me if you want to. See what happens.
But you go support. I'm telling you, man. You're in for a treat.
Right.
St. Patty's Day here, it's tamed down over the last decade.
Very much
It really
so.
had. When I first got here in 2004. And JP and I linked up for the first time, and we did St. Patty's Day. And matter of fact, there's still pictures of us rotating.
Oh yeah,
around
I had
that year.
dreads.
He
That's
had
crazy.
dreads. I
Yeah.
was skinny and in shape,
Both of us were skinny
That's
and
how
in
it be,
shape.
man.
and it was worse than Mardi Gras.
Right.
Like,
I
it was
don't know
bad
about that
live.
now.
I mean, there were people. I mean, you had women flashing, the whole 9, beads, everything. It was live, and I mean, you couldn't walk downtown.
Is it like a history behind that? Like, why is it like that here?
I think Savannah really holds a big Irish heritage.
Yeah.
Here, Irish is very big. Like they have Irish bars in Pooler, one downtown. So Irish.
Molly McPherson.
Yeah, Molly McPherson's Irish is very, and even Kevin Barry's on River Street.
Yep.
So Irish is really big here.
Right.
So, and plus, I mean, you're in Savannah. Anytime you get a chance to drink and celebrate something, you know we're gonna do it.
Well, you actually can walk around with your open.
Yes,
open
yes, you
container?
can.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy. New York, they give you 25 to life for that.
Yeah. Oh, New
I'm
York.
joking, but
New York's
you
strict though.
definitely get arrested for it.
New
Yeah.
York is strict. Like here, it's an open carry state, but you go to New York and you try to open carry, man, you're going straight to jail.
5 years minimum.
Yeah,
actually.
it's crazy. I remember I went for Thanksgiving a couple years ago, and when I landed, my aunt texted me. She was like, "You didn't bring your weapon, did you?" I was like, "No, I did my research.
Right.
I'm not trying to go to jail in New
My
York."
friend was a recruiter. He got pulled over. And he, being polite, I got my, my 45 in the glove compartment. Oh, you're going to jail. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, just like that. You're going to jail.
That's how it is.
Well,
Wow.
In uniform and everything.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
I mean,
And
you
this
coulda- you
is
coulda-
where?
You, that's
New York, New York
So is
City.
that where you
Oh,
got
wow.
that skit from?
What?
Where you pull a veteran over and Backbone's getting pulled over by the police officer?
No. Me and the guy named Officer Baker. It was on Veterans Day, and I remember I was like, yeah, I got to do a skit. So I called him up. I was like, I got a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I got all my Backbone stuff with me. Just do a skit that involves an officer pulling over a drill sergeant. That was it.
It was funny.
Right. It was just like skits. Like I don't write anything down.
Uh-huh.
It just that's why I go a while without. I may go 3 weeks without doing the skit because I'm not just gonna put anything out there. I don't like that. Even though I need to definitely put more material out there. People are like, man, the only thing I don't like about your YouTube page is, bro, you don't put enough videos out, man, and it's just come very sporadic. I can put a lot of material out there, but I don't want to put trash out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
because I mean, when you put stuff out, I was looking, and most of your average views is 300, 400,000.
Right.
Average. That's insane. So
it's
your
that work.
consistency, you're putting out consistent product. You want to keep putting the consistent
right.
product out, so that way when somebody comes and says, "Hey, we want to bring you on a skit show, Saturday Night
Absolutely.
Live or Mad TV, something if they bring Mad TV back, you know, and it would be dope. I think it would
You
be
know, it would be a good little outlet for him if he advertised this stuff. Because you luckily don't know how. It was funny, but you got on Inside the NBA on Twitter.
I did. I don't think many people know about that.
So maybe
yeah,
he,
Fergie's version
don't-
of the national anthem was just terrible.
Right.
And I put a tweet out, and I just hashtag inside the NBA,
Right.
and I said Fergie's rendition of the national anthem sounded like a Shaq free throw percentage. And
No, you
Shaq
didn't,
was
bro.
like in tears laughing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it made it on TV, and I didn't even know it till the next day. Everybody was like, "Hey, you were on TV last night." I was,
Yo,
like,
that's
I was
so
watching
dope.
and I didn't see it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like real cautious of what I put out because when you reach that million view mark, you don't know who sees your stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So the right person can see it like, oh man, we gotta we got to get in contact with this guy. You know what I mean? We got to do something. We got to get him on the show or whatever. So that's why I'm real like this year I have to put out consistency, but at the same time the most quality work. Because this year right here I'm trying to change everything I'm doing with the website. I'm trying to because now I'm starting to sell. I'm in the process of selling leggings and joggers and all that stuff.
I
Not
saw
just
that.
t-shirts. Yeah, we're not playing no more, man.
I saw that. They said,
Secure the bag in here.
what was the video this
Right.
morning? Fellas, I see you guys voting on whether women should have pockets on their leggings or not.
Right.
Because you got to hold all that stuff if they don't have a pocket. That was
Right.
true.
It's true.
It was funny, but it was true.
It was honestly, it was like 50-50. I'm like, why are these dudes voting? And they were inboxing me. They were like, look, dude, we need pockets, okay? Because
Yeah.
females, when I go to the gym, my wife or my girlfriend, she always want me to hold a whole bunch of crap in my pockets. It's so annoying, and that's one of the main reasons why they want me to add pockets to the leggings. But yeah, man, we coming out with those, man. And I always like to ask, my supporters input because shit, they're gonna be the ones, rocking this stuff.
So can we get sundresses next? I mean, it's sundress season.
Listen, once this stuff is out. I was just about to let me. But honestly, this I'm trying to completely, by the time I get my collection of new hoodies and joggers and shorts and all that stuff, a lot of the stuff is going to be coming down off the website, and I'm going to do a complete 180 and even like a grand opening probably somewhere in Fort Bragg, because I'm like we sell a lot, but it's like nah, it's time to level up. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's time to level up and really give the people what they really want, because at the end of the day, we have the selling power to do it, and we have the style and the fashion for it. So, I mean, and this is my lane too. You know what I'm saying? So, we got we have great supporters. We have people that's willing to, hey, look, I'll promote you in my store. You can sell this, blah blah blah. We even got. I was at Fort Bliss, and the guy was telling me about getting the PX, how hard it is, but he has some connections and all that stuff. And Non-Line is not in the PX. Grunt Style is not in the PX.
Yeah, it's
if
tough.
I get that PX, man, it's a wrap.
Get the PX, get some surplus places.
Man,
As I know here, there's a place called Drop Zone. They got the online shirts in there. I was like, why did they pull that off?
Well, also like just Grunt Style. When I was in Bragg, bro, everywhere you looked, you saw a Grunt Style shirt. You know what I'm saying? But that's their market and that's their demographic. Here, Non-Line, it seemed like they run Savannah.
They're
Non-Line's
headquartered
everywhere.
Right.
And I didn't even know they were from Savannah until like 2 years ago when we actually have friends that work there. I didn't even realize it, and they've been there for a while. But they're doing big things. I wish they had something for the Secret Squirrels. I mean, they got all this infantry and combat artillery and engineer. Nothing for the intel guys.
Right.
No love for intel.
I know, man. And I'm like, I love their shirts, and they're very pro-military and stuff like that, pro-patriot American. But, I want to be, yes, my base is military, and I'm actually, as you can see, more and more skits are starting to be more civilianized. Because comedy doesn't, like this is what I believe, right? I've been doing this for about a couple of years, and majority of the videos I put out were military related, and I think I've got as big as I can get on the military side. At this point, if you don't know who I am and you don't follow me,
On military,
you probably don't think I'm funny or you don't want to follow me at this point. You know what I mean? So, and I think within that 2 years, if I would have completely did every type of form of comedy, we would have been definitely way bigger than what we are. So I'm slowly but surely trying to expand that brand and convert over to the civilian style comedy, because at the end of the day, man, I mean, it's over 200 millions upon millions of people opposed to a couple of million that knows anything about military.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So speaking of comedy, I was looking forward to having this conversation with you when you got here. It's been out for a while, but it's different getting a view directly from a comedic, somebody that's involved in comedy. Monique, a few weeks ago, as we know, put out a statement saying that she was the greatest, the most decorated comedian alive. And then, of course, went on a rant, which at some point, Evans Davis, when he was here, was saying it was just to get people to put her name in their mouth again.
Right.
What do you think about what she's trying to pull off?
I think it's not pull-offable. I think if she not, like, I wouldn't watch a special with Monique. I wouldn't do it. Like, to me, she's annoying. You know what I mean? But that's me.
Okay.
I'll watch a Dave Chappelle skit. I mean, not skit, but I'll watch a Dave Chappelle stand-up or Kevin Hart stand-up. I wouldn't watch a Monique stand-up. I mean, she's good at what she do, but, like, my opinion is, well, you didn't get that much for a reason. I don't think it was racially profiling or any type of, like, anything that had to do with profiling against women or anything like that. I just think you're not that good. I just that's my opinion. Again,
yeah.
I don't think you're on Dave Chappelle or what's her name, Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer, and I agree.
Like level, like it's just like, come on, man. Just I'm not trying to say you're embarrassing yourself, but at this point, man. And she was just on the Breakfast Club, and I'm like, the whole time. Did you see that?
Yeah, Whoopi put her. Whoopi, oh yeah. I did see that with Charlamagne.
Right. And
was,
I'm like, oh man, just
call a man by his real name.
Yeah, like
you just call this man.
It was kind of, you don't go on a Breakfast Club think you're gonna outshine somebody. Charlamagne is known for embarrassing people.
Yeah, Charlamagne is
and
not
he does
having
it in your face.
Yeah,
and that's what he did. And I'm like, go home, Monique. You know what I mean? You're drunk, but and that's just. This is my opinion. I don't want anybody to come and try to, come out with picket fences.
Yeah,
in
the
front
truth
of my
hurts,
house.
though.
I mean, truth is truth, and it's good to get an idea from somebody who's involved on the comedy side of the scene. Because I mean, we're not comedians. We try to be funny, but we're not comedians. So it's good to get that other aspect of a view.
She got the amount of money that.
Yeah, I think so too. We said the same thing on the show. We said, take the money, prove them wrong, and then ask for more money.
Right.
But,
real talk.
Yeah,
exactly.
That would be the smart way to do it. But
her husband.
That's the worst decision she could ever make, to have your husband as your manager. That's just a bad decision all the way around.
Right.
I mean, I do it. My wife is my manager, but I'm not sitting here in Hollywood either. Right. So I mean, I got to start somewhere, and then I'm thinking if things get big for me, that my wife would be understandable to know that. Hey, I'm gonna need some big time management now.
Right.
At this point, what I'm saying? At this point, and you would think that Monique, being as big as she was with Queens of Comedy and all these movies and stuff, she would have got some actual management, instead of keeping things inside the house. That's great. All the money comes home, but look at the decision making you're making, in the future. You weren't thinking about that back then.
You got feelings in your decision.
Right, exactly. You can't be in your feels in this industry. Real talk.
No, you cannot.
What's gonna get her is if they get divorced. She's done.
Right.
Oh yeah, she's
done.
Yeah, he's taking her. Get the bag, big fella.
Everything.
Let's go.
Everything.
Get the bag.
Everything.
I know what all you got. I need all that.
Yeah.
All that.
Which reminds me, Cat Williams will be here next weekend.
Right.
In Savannah. He's
Man,
performing
this
at
weekend
the
is
Center.
this weekend is big. That's 2 weekends in a row. It's gonna be huge.
What's
here.
this weekend?
This weekend, Lil Boosie's at Stage on Bay.
I'm not going to see
and Nelly's at Elon.
Okay. Yeah, Nelly, I would go see.
Where's that?
Elon is the club I work at
downtown Savannah.
Oh, Elon.
I would say go get the VIP, but Will Smith bought it out for 6 weeks.
Only one side.
Will Smith's here.
Only one side. The other side is completely sold out.
What can we do to get Will Smith?
Be in the building.
Yeah, but how can I use my followers to get a nudge on Will Smith? I know he's Will Smith. We got it.
Yeah, I mean,
somebody tag Will Smith.
If they all start pushing him, he'll find you.
Guaranteed. Yeah, because he did a video here and it made local news. It was all over internet, social media.
Talking about saying that
buzzing.
video?
Yeah, and it was buzzing.
Wearing a mosquito net on his face. It was pretty funny because he doesn't like the sand nets.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I mean,
look, me and him are from Philly. He's from West. I'm from North. Born and raised. Like this dude is like my idol, man. If I met him once,
dude, I
would pick his brain. And I just saw his Netflix. Y'all saw his Bright movie?
Yes. Bright was good.
Right, Bright was, I did see Bright. Bright was very good.
Right. He still has watched Game of Thrones.
You still haven't seen Black Panther. Get off me.
Right, you haven't?
Get off me. Get off me. You still haven't seen Black Panther.
My wife works all hours in the night, and she's a college student. So I'm trying to take my wife to see the movie, too. I mean, I watched the cartoon. Right. I read the comic books.
Well, actually, you got to because most people haven't.
It's not the same thing.
Read the comic, so.
I mean, I read the comic. I know the storyline. I know what's gonna happen.
That movie is the truth.
It is the truth.
The movie is legit.
Perfect is I put a Facebook post up 3 weeks ago, and I was like, "So who wins in a fight, Black Panther or Captain America?" And people actually were like, "Captain America wins." Like, you're not a Black Panther fan.
Right.
Don't ever say anything about Wakanda because you're not a Black Panther fan. Anybody and everybody knows that's a Black Panther. True Black Panther fan knows Captain America got his behind whooped.
Right. Trash.
Thoroughly.
Right.
He got dragged like Hulk and Loki in the Avengers.
Oh
wow.
Man.
It was bad.
Wow.
That's torn limb from limb.
It was bad. I'll take that drink now. Bad. It was terrible.
But no, I mean, if you're in the building and you get within arm's reach of him, I don't see Will Smith being that standoffish type dude. Like, get off of me, blah blah blah. I don't see him being that type of person.
He'll probably be there this weekend because Nelly will be there.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be there tonight. Yeah.
And
so
what club is this?
Elon.
Elon.
Formerly known as Deja Groove, formerly known as the Boiler Room, formerly known as what else was that? That's the place been?
Oh,
It's been like 6 different. That's how long we've been here.
Is that the two-story one?
No, that's 51 degrees.
That's 51 degrees.
51 degrees is they're partnered. They're organized by the same people.
Yeah, there's a triangle in the city.
But
the same people.
We should put them in contact with Brad and see what we can put together.
No, because Brad ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well, who do we got to talk to? Mia?
Well, seeing that I work there, how about you talk to me?
Well, excuse me, sir.
God,
Old Duke,
dog.
Duke fan.
He's trying to go.
Yeah, you're trying to go. So,
He's taking 2 L's this week, so he's a little salty.
Right.
His Duke Blue Devils lost to my Virginia
You
Tech
got to
Hokies.
play the. You got to play the first day of the tournament while we wait.
Savannah
Thank you.
State won their conference championship last
word?
night. They clinched the championship last night. So yeah, he's a little salty, right? He's a hater.
I'm not salty at all.
Let the salt taste like ramen noodle seasoning in ocean water. You'll be all right.
So can we expect a WWE character soon?
When I get my act together, man, I'm about 30 pounds away from being right, man.
What are you trying to be?
Yeah,
If I do it, I'm gonna do it right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that Hulkamania, like little tribute at the end of the Veterans Day video. I don't know if you've seen that.
I saw it.
But if I'm gonna do like something like that, I gotta take the shirt off, man, completely off, and I don't want to take it off with man boobs, man. I gotta be
those
right,
are man boobs.
I mean, to you it probably don't look like it, but at the end of the day, man, I need to be. I'm 270 now. In order to be right, I need to be about 240.
Okay.
That way, I'm definitely like, all right, a whole Greek goddess type. You know what I mean?
So if you could project, because I mean, if you look at, there are certain characters within the company and within the industry there that have made their mark. They got their route in by creating a character and putting it out. Look at Mike Mizanin. Right. He's the Miz. He's been on there for 14 years now.
Yeah.
He started on the real world.
Right.
So I mean, you got an avenue.
Right.
It's possible, but you
Backbone,
want to get bigger first.
Look, Backbone could be a whole.
Yeah, I mean,
that could be a character.
He could be a whole character.
And one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time was military Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah,
it could be done, man.
It could definitely be done. It's just got to be done right because other military characters have come through the loop. Corny, bro. And I think that edge you have.
Who are the other military characters?
Sergeant Craig, Bitbull, Pittman, Finley. Finley started kind of military, but Irish military almost like that.
I don't even remember them.
I don't know if it's any.
I know Finley, but
that's old WCW, man.
That's the thing, man. I don't even watch like the current WWE. Man.
Oh man,
yeah, that's Pittman was old school, really old school.
We talked about probably one of the greatest promos we've seen from their current push guy right on Monday. Roman Reigns connected to The Rock, or related to The Rock, but you know their whole family is bloodline. But JP used to. JP disagrees with me. It was a great promo, but I mean, I could see Backbone.
Backbone cut a mean promo, dude.
And the entrance music starts with "It's about to get hot."
That's one of the promos.
That would be dope. Yeah, that would be.
That's one of the promos where I sit down and be like,
I'm sorry, go ahead, man.
That's one of the promos I see when I hear the music. I'm like, oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's start walking down the aisle.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely.
I think that one of the biggest intro, what do you call those debuts?
Mm-hmm.
Ever, man, was Kane, man. Like the way
you ripped the cage off.
Oh yeah.
Listen, man.
Look at his arm. He's got goosebumps for real.
When them lights go out and you just the hellfire and brimstone coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I think he ripped the cage off and like he destroyed who was that in the ring? Hawk was it?
I think it was Undertaker.
No, it was Taker.
No, it was Undertaker and Shawn. Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
First ever Hell in a Cell.
Right. And everybody after that, he destroyed. I think it was like a ring full of dudes. He went in there and destroyed everybody.
Yep.
I think Hawk and Animal and Hawk was in there. I was like, oh my god, who's this Kane dude, man? He's just scared. I was a kid during that time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I can't believe it.
And I think that makes the base of. I mean, seeing that we switching to wrestling, I think that makes the base of a great character. If like when you're a kid, like I was a kid. And I remember it vividly when Undertaker was in the funeral parlor and they put Ultimate Warrior in the casket.
Yeah,
I was horrified, bro.
Right.
And like even to this day, I watch it.
Drill the holes in there?
Drill the holes in it. I watch that on the network now, and like I'm like get goosebumps. I'm like, bro, get him out of there. Even though I already know, I already know the outcome.
Had a whole oxygen tank in there for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just like, I think if you can get the people to actually be legitimately scared or legitimately happy, this is not just a gimmick, so to speak. It's like you actually feel it. That makes the process of having a good character legit. So, and you already have the following military and everything.
Exactly.
And WWE is already huge military. Tribute to the troops, Veterans, President's Day, Memorial Day. They do all of that. So, like, that outlet is like that close.
It might just be time to push it.
You might have to hit that, pull that trigger on that.
Because that would be dope. I mean, and I think comparing to a debut, the guy right now his name's Braun Strowman. That's doing stuff like Kane was doing, and he's flipping semis, like legitimately flipping semis on TV. But I think Backbone, that would be dope.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely I definitely have to bulk up a little bit. Bulk up, of course, burn the fat off. But I got to be right, man. If I go there, man, of course, if I go there, like it's a possibility.
Right.
I think it is, though, because of your following, because you have such a vast following already. They're going to see that and say, okay, this guy's marketable. He's already got a following. Let's bring him in before somebody else gets to him. Right. So if you start pitching to them, WWE, Backbone's coming to you.
And even if you're not a wrestler, you know how to work a mic. Yeah. You're a mouthpiece. Yeah, so you could be a mouthpiece for another wrestler. And just cut promos, and then show them the videos on Instagram and stuff like that. You could be a promo guy. Like Paul Heyman never wrestled a day in his life, but he's like number one, maybe number two, mic skills guy. No, that's Paul Bearer. No, that's Brother Love.
Brother Love.
Yeah. But yeah, Paul Heyman's the guy that used to own ECW with the bald head with the ponytail, right?
He's the
but
greatest.
he never wrestles. All he does is talk, and superstars have become worldwide famous. Just because of him talking. Right. So that might be an alley. Just be a talker for somebody.
Does he still manage like Brock Lesnar?
Yeah. Yep. He's still he's the advocate for Brock Lesnar. Okay. So it's he's doing big things. Folks, if you're listening to this and you're watching this now, we're probably on the mic now with the future WWE superstar. Let's just go ahead and put that out there now. So don't be surprised.
I can see him making that noise after power bombing somebody through a table. Like,
Royal Rumble 2020, and you need here it's about to get hot. Right. You know what time it is.
Right. Dude, I'll mark out, dude. I'll tip my TV over.
Right.
Like, I know that ain't you.
Coming down. Yo, that would be so dope, though.
That would be live, dope, man.
You probably wouldn't even make it to the ring. You'd be having a whole arm full of goose pimples, bro.
I see it. Man. I see it coming, man. I see it coming. We're gonna speak that into existence, man.
Got to.
We just gotta start put them out there.
Right.
Just put them out there, man. That's all it's gonna be.
So I did want to ask him this. I was watching. I watched about 7 or 8 of your videos on YouTube on the way over here. Soldiers on Payday versus driving? Before Payday.
Right.
That's an epic skit because that is real life, and it doesn't even have to really entail military. That's everything.
Right.
Even me, I'm like, before Payday, I'll eat cookout $4.95 cookout trays, whatever. Man, Payday hit, man. I'm going to Logan's. I want that Outback. You know what I'm saying? It was like most of this stuff is real life. I found the getting out of the military without a solid plan video. I found that hilarious.
Oh man,
I found that one very funny.
Almost 1 million on Facebook.
Yeah, 107,000.
That's YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Facebook is bigger.
Yeah, it's YouTube. Like that's where people go to search for videos. Mm-hmm. But I think I get the most views on Facebook because it's about the sharing. You know
right, what I mean? Exactly.
And I don't know if views on Facebook don't matter because they don't pay you for it, but I get paid through. More people see it, the more people click on the website.
Yep.
That whole thing. But that video is actually everything I do is it has some truth to it. Because that's how it is. People don't have plans before they get out the army,
right?
Or the military in general. Yep. And when they get out, they think it's a game out here. It's not a game, man. You just don't. And most people get out. They're like, I did my 4 or 5 years, and a lot of them have collected some type of debt, and some got child support, which is the killer. There's not a debt that can ever go away for 18 years.
Right.
They get out and like, I can get a job, I can get this, I can do that. No, it's not that. It's not that simple.
Right.
I'm just lucky enough to have an apparel company. And we're doing really, really well. So, I'm good. But a lot of people that don't have the opportunity, it's hard, man. It's really hard.
Right. So one more. The Urinalysis Observer, is that like really true facts?
Oh,
facts.
Seven classifications of urinalysis observers.
No, there's a lot
like the
more.
Dude like looking down
there's more, but that was
man.
that was
it's
really
slightly exaggerated, but that right there, I had a dude. I don't know if you remember this medic, man. It was his medic. He was always suspect, man. And every time a urinalysis came, he would always want to be observer. And I remember he used to really get in there, like to the point where like you would get like a typical person would get like pee splatter on your face.
Yeah,
that's how close he was, man. He said, I have to see the urine from the tract to the top. I'm like, why are you so close to me, man? I don't think you're supposed to be that close. Like, he made everybody uncomfortable, man. And it got to the point where people were, like, complaining about him and stuff. So, yeah, that's true. Some of it is slightly exaggerated. But it's true.
That's the one. That's the one thing as a non-commissioned officer. They'd be like, "Hey, we need somebody to do urinalysis." Nope.
And then he sets it off with the R.
I
Kelly song.
I got an appointment. Top. I got to go. I got an appointment.
Right,
I got to
Yeah,
go too.
and then he sets it off with the R. Kelly song at the end. God, I like almost crashed my car, dude. I was like, "Yes, I do. I'll be so boy, that's so funny."
That's an experience because it's an adjustment. The first time you have to go for urinalysis, man, that's an experience because you're not used to having somebody right there saying, "All right, you got to do this." It's uncomfortable.
Right.
That's a private moment, bro.
It is a problem.
You think?
Yeah,
And you
got
got
the
another
bathroom.
you got another grown man like, man, hurry up. And then if you can't go, you got to drink water and do workouts.
And then the dude was like, I just wanted to let you know, dog. You know, I'm not like this or anything, but you know, I'm just in here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's peeping over his shoulder. The character you did. It's like, yeah, he's kind of
a lot of
they have to
most
do that.
people I've seen are like, you know, hey, just go ahead, man. Shit.
Yeah.
You know, most people. I'm not saying most, but the most people I've had. You know, like, go ahead, man. Shit, I ain't gonna be in your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't like you gonna put poison in it or something. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're good. We're okay. As much as going on right now across the country, I think we can get away with some things.
That's great. That was great. That was great.
And as soon as I leave,
Caught straight off guard.
right. Oh, you're done.
Straight off
Unplug
guard.
it, delete the video.
We're getting that
First and
phone
last
call
time
from
you're supposed to
Raleigh.
be here, right?
We'll get off the air. I'll look at my phone. Have an email from the FCC.
That's wonderful.
We're finding you.
Really? You get fined for that?
We'll find out.
Man, we better not get fined on. Come on, man. I'm not even going into that.
They'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
So now that we did just kind of segue into what's going on in the country, what's our commander in silliness?
Oh man,
do you think?
I follow him on Facebook. I got it like as soon as he upload any type of update, I see that first. I be laughing every day. He's like he's a comedian to me. You know what I mean? I don't take him serious.
Right.
Most people I know don't take him serious.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute you mention his name around a bunch of patriot Americans, you can say trumpet. Man, my favorite instrument, but I like to play the. What you say, boy? Piano. Piano. That's what I thought, boy.
Yeah, it's wild, especially down here, man. It's just like some folks that are just Trump supporters. We got one that's probably watching right now, Ben Adams. Shout out to you, bro. He's a black Trump supporter, and he argues everything to the tooth and nail. Right. But down here, I mean, it's Georgia, so you already know what to expect.
Right.
You get. Well, I'm gonna stick with Trump, and I don't care what he's doing, and he's gonna get it right, and he's gonna make America great again.
I just don't see how you measure success though with that. People so well. He did this, he did that, and Obama didn't do that. But how do you actually know?
Exactly.
Right. How do you actually know anything? You know what I'm saying? Like you know what they show you. You know exactly nothing. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Well, unemployment rate is 9% now, and it was 12. Well, you see the unemployment is down. I mean, how do you know, though?
Right.
Yeah, there's no way. The only thing we know is that he's grabbing women.
Right.
We know that his family's just absolutely insane. We know he's cheating on his wife, and she wants nothing to do with him, which is absolutely hilarious to me.
He's abusive.
Yeah. Every
time she don't see me, she looks scared. It's like literally,
every time
like
he goes to hold her hand, she's like, "If you don't get away from me, I'm gonna whoop you up." It's hilarious.
Sharp.
Yeah.
You saw that skit I did about that Trump thing?
I did.
And I lost 1,000 followers over that.
Really?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. They don't. You were funny until you start mentioning politics in word. I'm like, Jesus.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
They get real serious about that. And I'm like, when I was in the Army, I never touched politics. I think I touched it once. Politics, religion, and sexual orientation.
Yeah, there was one video. I remember it still went big.
Very thin lines.
Big.
You know, with the office when he's in office.
Yep.
Right. So and it's just like people just get so emotionally attached to people, and I understand because when President Obama was in the office, anything said wrong about him, people was going ham. But it's like I think comedy, man. I think it should stay neutral.
Yeah.
Because at least that's one avenue or one, pathway that somebody can speak.
Mm-hmm. Get their opinion across.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of it is because that's how a lot of politics started back in the day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it was, political stuff, and it was just exaggerated and it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But people just get all wrapped up in their feelings. You can't even mention someone's name without somebody deleting you or blocking you or reporting you. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's crazy now.
And that's the outlet. Social media is the outlet. So that's your money right there.
Mm-hmm.
You mention it, they block you, and Facebook get notification. Your account is frozen for 14 days. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch yourself. You gotta tread real lightly on those type of situations.
Right.
Yeah, we've got some bad history with Facebook ourselves.
Deleting videos from music.
Man, matter of fact, it was the last show you were on. We were like, man, that was a great show. Let's share it. We went to get it. It was gone.
Oh wow.
Email from Facebook. The music you played on your show.
Do it
is
again.
copywritten.
I'm deleting your page.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They're serious. It's great. Facebook's like the FBI for the NCAA.
Really?
Here we go.
Which I know you probably heard about them from Probe.
Yeah. He's done.
He gave him a quarter. Go arrest him.
See?
Facebook's the same way though. I mean, I think I played Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation, and they were like, "Oh, we cannot play your video. It is blocked in Finland." I'm like, "What?"
I uploaded a video on Facebook. I didn't because usually they'll say because it's copyrighted music in there on that hit 'em up. The hit 'em up instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to do it on Facebook. We actually remade the entire beat and added some like other things to it, so it wouldn't trigger any type of copyrighted thing. But I uploaded it anyway, and it actually went through. I'm surprised because I usually get like, okay, you're banned for 7 days for uploading copyrighted music.
Right.
Mark.
But yeah, it went through. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So we golden. But that instrumental thing wouldn't definitely. I think it's because I was talking at the beginning because Facebook got this like Shazam thing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's that's what when they're preparing and processing, they're sending it through that avenue so they can make sure you don't have any music. That's why the best way to do it is have the music low and talk over the music so it can be distorted.
Yeah.
You can't play the music straight out.
Yeah, that's true.
Loopholes.
Right.
Gotta find the loopholes. Now we know.
Right.
I can go back to my mix. I used to do mixes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I kept getting blocked. I was like, JP, we can't do the show tomorrow because we don't have Facebook.
Instagram, you still can, but I'm sure they're going to put a lockdown on that.
No, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Folks, our call line is open if you guys wanted to know. 984-444-9787. We're in studio with Yusha Thomas here on WQCS. This is the broadcast from the East Coast to the West Coast, North Dakota, down to the south tip of Texas that does not have a wall yet.
Golly, bro. What are you?
It's the championship Friday here. Savannah State Tigers getting it done. St. Patty's Day weekend coming up. So you're gonna be selling? You're gonna try and sell them downtown? Sell t-shirts?
I'm gonna try to get a booth. Like even this morning at the gym, I was talking to a female. She was like, if you're gonna be down here, if I were you with your apparel company, I would get a booth. Like, I'm here every year, and it is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you in contact with our good friend Ben Adams. He's got a few connects with the city of Savannah, and he should be able to either make some things happen, or I'm sure his organization, Unity in the Community, is gonna have a booth down there. I think they're down there this weekend too, because this weekend, I mean, it's the kickoff for St. Patrick's Day weekend this weekend.
Okay,
because it's the whole week.
Really?
But I'll put you in contact with him. And Ben, if you're watching, go ahead and send me a message so we can get you guys linked up and do some big things and get some business promoted and do bigger and better, even in the city of Savannah. But yeah, you're in for a treat, man.
Hey, say no more.
You're in for a treat.
I'm here for it. You know what I mean?
Everything green, from the water to the toilet water to the river.
Right.
It's crazy. The beer is green.
Toilet water.
Some places.
Okay.
Some places. Not all places.
Every household just. Oh man, that gotta be crazy. I can't wait, man, because I've never, like last year I was in the Army still during St. Patty's Day, so I still had to work. I never had a day off my entire military career during St. Patty's Day. What was it? Is it? I don't think because it usually lands on like a Wednesday or something, right?
Yeah, this time it's on a Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, I think last year was on like a weekday, and you see people having a good time in the street. I'm like, as you drive to work depressed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but it's so big here. They automatically give you a 4-day if you're stationed here. It's automatically a 4-day St. Patty's Day.
That is crazy.
Like that, that Super Bowl, but for St. Patrick's Day to be a 4-day when everybody knows it's not really a holiday.
Right.
It's here. It's just a whole nother aspect. You
Irish
got to book your
influence.
hotels like 2 years in advance.
Yeah, real
It's
talk.
insane.
Real talk.
Word.
And it's still like $300-$400 a night. It's insane. And I'm talking like a Motel 6. It's insane. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going to be here. I'll be out of town for I head down to Tampa to go get my PTSD mobility service dog.
Word.
So yeah, we're doing big things. I'm excited about that. So next time you guys come to the studio.
I still haven't filed my VA claim.
What?
I got to do better, man. I'm be honest, I'm lazy. I got all my medical documents and I just haven't done it.
I mean, you can walk into the VA and do that. You can do it online too. Go to
Right.
e-benefits and knock all that out, or just walk into the local VA down here.
Right.
I mean, they built us a brand new VA clinic here in Savannah. For those that don't know that are listening, we have a brand new clinic. They updated it. They didn't add a single thing, but they gave us a brand new building.
Right.
There's just a lot of open space and
Same
wait times.
Whole lot of lost medical documents.
Yeah, it's a lot of foolishness. The only thing that got bigger was physical therapy,
Right.
but we got a clinic here. You can walk in there and get your stuff done and go see the patient advocates. So you haven't even got your VA card yet?
Man, when I tell you I haven't done anything, like I was so ready to get out. I was like, just give me my paperwork, and I'll get my DD-214, and I'll handle all that later. I was on that type, and I know it was stupid of me to do that, but I wanted it out, and I wanted it out. Like then, I didn't care about any of that type of stuff. I don't need your money.
Yeah,
I'm fine. But as I know now, I'm like at 80% probably, because I got the sleep apnea thing.
Yep.
I got just the surgery and all that stuff, and limited mobility. And I haven't. I'm using Viagra for the last couple of years. So,
Whoa.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hey.
There it is.
Hey, I'm not gonna put
There
myself
it
out
is.
there like that.
I'm
but
joking. It's a joke, but no.
Oh no.
I definitely have a. I was talking to a lawyer that's going to do my stuff. I just got to get the rest of my medical documents. He's going to do it for me. He usually charges about $3,000. I forgot the type of position he has, but he usually charges about $3,000 to submit your packet. He write it up and all that stuff. He said the majority of it is all about the write up, and when you do the follow up appointment, you really gotta, be honest. Be honest with the people.
Yeah.
No, don't be embarrassed. That's one of the biggest things. The reason why people don't get what they deserve.
It's embarrassing.
Right, it is embarrassing.
They don't want to be upfront about it. Stuff. I mean,
right.
I tell folks. So when people look at me all the time, and I'm at 100.
Right.
People look at me all the time and I say, "There's nothing wrong with you." I'm just like, dude, first of all, look at my knee. I've had 7 knee surgeries.
Right.
I could touch the bone in my knee. I could touch my knee, literally.
Oh man.
But folks don't understand what it's like to wake up in the morning and not be able to walk most days.
Right.
You can't feel your legs. I got 3 holes in my spine, man. It's a lot that people don't realize. But when they look at you, they say, "Well, you look okay," and then you get to all the old PTSD and
Right.
I was up at 2:00 this morning because I thought I heard something in the house and I couldn't go back to sleep. I literally went out to my car. I keep my Glock in my car, or I keep it right there, but it's in the room now. I was up at 2:00. I cleared the house.
I'm offended that you have a weapon. I'm joking.
It's a shotgun. There's a shotgun behind the couch over there. But no, I cleared the whole house.
Right.
Just because I couldn't rest.
Man.
And then I saw. I'm gonna stop watching the news before I go to sleep. There's a suspect in the area that's breaking into homes on this side of town. Mm-hmm. So, alert.
Right.
Red alert.
So that's the thing. I'm in New York, man. My wife was telling me, yo, you need to go get checked out, like for real. Like you don't sleep at night for one, and when you do sleep, is after I sleep like probably like every 30 minutes or something like that.
Yep.
And it's bad. And it's like, except when you sleep though, you snore like you would not believe.
Yeah, sleep apnea is no joke, bro.
Right.
Reggie White, it killed Reggie White, famous NFL linebacker.
That's crazy.
Well, NFL lineman. And it's. I mean, I suffer with it as well. I used to CPAP every night. And it's definitely something it's scary. I learned the hard way. I was sleeping on the couch for a few days when I was sick a few weeks ago, and I tried to do it the first night without my machine, and I could wait. My body was awake, but I couldn't wake up. But I could feel myself choking.
Oh man,
it was scary. It's terrifying. But yeah, go get yourself checked out. Go get it taken care of. Man.
Absolutely.
Go get it taken care of. And then you never know. You might get the recommendation to get yourself a service dog too.
Hey, hopefully, man. Oh, what kind of service dog is it?
It's a PTSD mobility dog from Southeastern Guide Dogs down in Tampa, Florida.
That's so dope, man.
Completely free. The flight down. There's a charity USA Cares paid for the flight for me to get down there.
Right.
11 days, all expenses paid. The dog is free. I just got to pay for the
Man.
dog food. It's a blessing, man.
Right, it
really
blessing,
is. It changes our lives. And I told JP, I said, one of my goals in life is to go to. I'm a huge Virginia Tech football fan.
Mm-hmm.
My goal in life is to go to Lane Stadium and catch a game as a fan.
Right.
I've never been to a stadium and not been on the mic and been able to enjoy myself.
Right.
I went to the Georgia Dome for graduation. Went all bad.
Oh man.
Oh, they had to pull me out. It was all bad.
Really?
Oh, but like I was good during graduation, right?
Right.
Graduation let out and the crowd mobbed.
Oh,
and you know, rude folks in Atlanta, they were bumping in. They said I went insane. So
that's how it would be, man. And people, and that's what people don't think. Like people don't. Well, most civilians don't understand that.
oh yeah, they don't
understand that.
And it's great that I have my best friend JP on the show with me because he knows me from before the military.
Mm-hmm.
He knows, he can tell when
Something ain't
right,
Right.
something's wrong. But and I think I can proudly say this: I've gotten better with my mask,
Right.
if so to speak.
Right,
most of us
right.
live with the mask on because we don't want people to see what we're going through. But he remembers the days where I was carefree and I did what I wanted to do. I had a good time. Was able to do anything I wanted.
Right.
But after next weekend,
I just
it's
wrote
on.
something like that on Facebook about in the military, it's frowned upon to go to sit call and to take care of yourself. You're known as a
Profile ranger.
profile ranger, slacker, you know what bag.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
it's not a cool thing.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a cool thing. It's not a cool thing to take care of yourself.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I remember we got back from Iraq and we saw some stuff, man. We saw some stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we saw some stuff.
Yeah.
Because we went on missions two, three times a day. We was EOD escort. So we always went to. I'm not gonna get into it on the radio and all that stuff. But we saw some stuff. We came back and I remember like people were acting different. People were acting. It was like reasonably different. Like you can tell like something wrong with you, man. You might want to get checked out.
Yeah.
Like from the people who saw the most, I'm like, yo, you're trying to act like everything's good because our leadership wasn't the best leadership, and it was almost like a bad
Like a bad fraternity.
Yeah, it's like you get like smoked for anything, and you get talked down to. It
They
really
didn't care
wasn't
about the
positive.
troops.
No, they didn't. And I remember just people was just going crazy, man. People started doing drugs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I went on the way back, and a few people got discharged and all that stuff. You could just tell before we deployed and after we deployed how different people were. It was a complete 180 with a lot of people in the platoon.
It changes you. It does. It changes you. It's cost me two divorces. I mean.
Oh man, and they expect you to be okay. You be all right.
Yeah.
Man up.
Oh, of course. The best part about it, and it was hilarious to me, when I got ready to get out and get my DD-214, they said, well, we're gonna give you a promotion.
Right.
I don't want that. Keep your promotion. I'm a sergeant. I'm getting out as a sergeant. I'm not a staff sergeant. Leave me alone.
Right. I'm cool, bro.
But yeah, man, we appreciate you joining us, man. We always have a pleasure when you come on the air, man.
Listen, man. I'm out here in these streets. I'm here every time I come here, man.
I got to make sure. I steadily try to make sure I'm producing it and contributing. So I'm gonna make sure I keep getting some shirts.
Hey, listen.
And when they come out,
that's what I'm talking about, man. Just pay attention to. We got the new lines coming out, so I'll definitely you'll be getting my emails.
Sounds good.
If you subscribe, then you'll be looking on the.
I'm subscribed. Right. It's UshaThomas.com, folks. If you're trying to go on and check out the products, get you some fresh gear and get yourself laced up and looking good and support the brand, support doing good things, and look out WWE. He's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Hey, better known and operated. We screen print all our shirts too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's fun to see. Folks, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We went a little long today, but we don't care because it's our show. And we're on WQTS from the East Coast to the West Coast, North Dakota, down all the way down to the southern tip of Texas.
Where there's no wall.
That's right. For Sean Brown, JP here in the building, Yusha Thomas in the building with us, man. We appreciate you again.
Absolutely.
We got to get out of here. It's Friday. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys.
Duke and Carolina tomorrow. Let's go. Cameron and Dora.
Battle of the Losers. See y'all on Monday.
Wow, really? Oh, man.
The disrespect.
Duh, yeah, so disrespectful.
Listen,
won't get out the first round of the ACC tournament, but he talking.
Hit you with reality on the time, the way to keep it should be a crime. Sports, news, politics, on the show you will find conversation grown, opinions they not alone. Savannah be the home, they coming straight for your dome. It is what it is, gonna be what it's gonna be. You are rocking with the Sean Brown Show with JP.